Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm pretty excited to be here because I received a message the other day to start doing little chat with different people and different subject and just speaking and sharing about life. And we're just doing it the simple way, sitting on the floor on a cushion and right here on Instagram. So I will be going every Thursday. The time will probably be changing depending on who's joining me and the schedule of everyone. But so I love to call that conversation with Mehta. And we will be finishing this conversation with a beautiful meditation, a beautiful metta meditation. We will be sending love to the rest of the world, to all beings. And so without further ado, let's bring in the lovely... Hello, Ariane. Are you here? Is it working? Accepted. Ah, there you are.
Hi.
Hello, my love. How are you?
Good, you?
Good. Oh, Coco is coming to say hello.
Hi, Coco.
Coco, no. Not right now. So, how have you been?
Good. How have you been?
I've been enjoying life. I had this week I had a little flu, and thank you, Healy. I was able to clear it out. Yeah, I felt it the first day. I felt it like during the night. It was all coming into my throat. It was all dry. So when I wake up, I didn't even do a scan. I just started tonsil because I know how tonsil is powerful, and there's a lot of like really high frequency vibration. It's a really potent program. So I was really happy that I had that. And then I did defense, and weirdly I did a scan, an aura scan, and it showed me skin program, and I was just like, what is going on? It's weird. But when I run the under program of skin, it came out as scar. And first I was like, scar? And I know scar works on the fascia, like massaging and like bringing frequency into the fascia. So I was kind of like, I run it because I trust this little, this is my love, you know? It's like, I trust this little lady here. So I run scar, and I asked in one of the group, and one of the Chinese, Rachel, who does Chinese medicine, told me that, because I run that, and the night after, in the middle of at 5 in the morning, 5 in the morning, I woke up, and I know that in the Chinese clock is the organ clock is the time of the lung. So I ran Breath of Life from the big program of Deep Cycle H. And when I asked Rachel was like, yeah, it makes so much sense. Like they call in Chinese medicine, the skin of the body is called the third lung. So both of them combined together, oh my God, like it was just like I cleared so much stuff, and then I ran defense, and I made myself some ginger tea and all of that. So yeah, 3 days and all good. I had a really crusty nose, and like got a lot of like tissue time and all of that. But yeah, it's a really, really, really cool. You're not in my live yet. Hello. Am I? Hello. Why? Why your picture is there?
It's so weird. I think I got disconnected from the live. I don't know.
I was talking and then your face was frozen and I was like, that's funny, she's not interacting with me.
Oh, I was. You weren't seeing me. I was like,
Oh, thank you, technology, huh? It's really funny because we're both in Quebec right now, and but we're here speaking English when our mother tongue is French. But you know, for the global community, English is better, is easier.
Exactly.
To go with. So you heard about my story, my crusty nose and my cold story.
Exactly.
But yeah.
I had the same thing yesterday, but not with the throat, but like with the runny nose and like allergy-like symptoms. Like I was sneezing and like my nose was running on its own, and I had like to go grab tissues like real quick, and so my nose and my like under my nose became like super sensitive and red. And but I like in the last couple of months, maybe years, I've figured that it was like energetic and not because it was like necessarily like physical allergies. It was more like energy needed to move out, and that's how for now my body is like moving it out and like forcing me to stop because like I need to have like tissues like every 5 minutes. So yeah, and like resting is a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's the season for that. You know, it's fall, so fall is the Vata season. It's the season of the wind, and we're going into winter where it's gonna be so slowing down. Everybody, we need to be slowing down because guess what? Your digestion is also slowing down. Your entire body is slowing down, and if you're going against it, your body's not gonna be happy. You know.
Yeah.
There's something that's gonna happen somewhere if you're not respecting that the seasons. You know, we are a cyclical being living in a cyclical
Cyclical.
cyclical
Yeah.
cyclical world where seasons changing and the earth is moving and all of that, and even eating, you know, we're not supposed to eat tomatoes and cherries in the middle of fall because unless they grow where you live,
Yeah.
you know. But here in Quebec, it's squash and it's potato and it's stew and all of that. But your digestion wants some stuff that it's easy to digest, mushy with a lot of fire, a lot of ginger and warm spices to keep your immune system like happy and all of it. And that's it grows outside, you know. If you live in South America, your food is probably different because the season is different.
Yeah. Exactly. But I
Yeah.
feel like we've been ignoring our bodies for like so many years and so many generations that it's more difficult now to try and figure these things out and to get like good information on how to do that and how to like what to eat, what not to eat, because like now with like grocery stores you have everything from around the world, so like why can't you eat it? It's right there. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But you know, I think I was speaking about that with a friend the other day, and yeah, like if you go to your farmer's market or if you go to like shopping in big shopping grocery store and stuff, it's not necessarily sustainable. You know, you will have an apple that comes from all the way from New Zealand. I saw that the other day and I was like, man, we have beautiful fresh apple here in Quebec. Like, why would I buy? But why is the grocery store even want to carry that apple? It's like, why are you bringing an apple all the way from New Zealand on the other side of the world when here we have amazing apple producers? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, so, you are my first guest. How amazing is that?
Thank you so much. I'm so honored. Thank you.
And so for the people who are listening to or watching the replay or something like that, so we know each other because both of us are Healy lovers.
Yeah.
We're Healy dealers and just love her Healys. And we right now, oh, and the Mag Healy, yeah, I don't have, so you're gonna have to talk to us about the Mag Healy. I don't have one yet. It's still on my bucket list. It's gonna come this month.
Ooh.
And so yeah, tell me what's your why, and why did you choose to join? Hold on one second. Coco, move. My dog is moving my
Your setup?
my setup. Yeah, you're laying down on my orchid pot on my yoga mat.
Nice.
So, Coco, bien aquí. So yeah, tell me, why did you choose to get a Healy, and why did you buy a Healy at first, and why did you decide to join the business and the community?
Well, it was mid-December last year, and I listened to Ashley Hemelainen podcast, Align Within, and she was talking with Demetra Penner about this little frequency device, and I was intrigued, and like the way that they were talking about it, and like the frequency that they were emitting, and I don't know, I just like felt compelled to buy it. I was just like, oh my God, I need this in my life. Don't know why. Like this was like totally like unlogical. I was just like, I need to buy this thing. That's it. And like I bought it, and then like I discovered that there was amazing community. I was gonna I was gonna curse, but and
yeah, and curse
yeah,
here.
okay.
I don't think
I wasn't sure. Like a fucking crazy, like magical community of like-minded, like beautiful souls, of leaders, of business owners, of like these amazing free training, and like yes, business training, but also like it's a lot of things, since it's like in the energetic, that are applicable to our own personal lives, you know, like for our own growth, like shadow work and things like that. And like, I mean, I don't know, I was just like mind blown with the community. And then I was like so mind blown by the community that I sold Healy just by talking about it, because I was just like, this is so amazing. And like my friends were like, okay, I'm gonna get one. And I'm like, what? Oh, cool, thanks, wow, okay. I was just not like thinking about like selling. It was just, I wanted to share like what I was like finding in this community, like friendship, like you. I like, it's just like, it's amazing. I would have probably never met you if we wouldn't have been like in this community, like, you know, because you weren't in Quebec at that time. I think you were like, was it in Mexico?
I was in Mexico.
Yeah, so I never been there, so you know, and I don't know. So yeah, it was just like all of this excitement, and just my energy, like my frequency was just like so bubbly and so like excited that people joined. I was like surprised. I was like, what? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's, I think a lot of people have been doing that. And yeah, this little thing is on its own, it's a magnet. It's a unique.
Exactly. Like they say in some trainings, it sells itself, you know, like you don't have to sell it. It's just like there's nothing more that you can say or like to try, like anyway, you don't try to sell things. It's just like sharing the knowledge, sharing this technology, and sharing the community and the business opportunity. I mean, yeah, it's just all around amazing.
Yeah, sharing is caring. So
Exactly.
I think it, yeah, and it goes hand in hand, you know. It's funny because we have kind of the same, the first time I heard about Healy, it was over a year ago, and I was in Mexico, and I was hanging out with this Swedish guy, and one day we're sitting on this big, um, uh, well, kind of a cliff, and we're watching the sunrise, the sunset over the ocean, and and we're talking about different things, and out of the blue, he's like, "Have you heard about Healy?" And I was like, "No, what is that?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's kind of a little device. He didn't have one on his own, but he just he heard about it." And he's like, "It's a little device, and one of the things that it does is that it scans your etheric field, your quantum field, um, to know if you need any vitamins and minerals. And after that, that machine just vibrate those vitamins and minerals inside your field, and then you're healthy." And I was just like, "Oh my God, seriously? There's a thing, there's a machine that does that?" And I was like, "Oh my God," I was amazed, because personally, I never really believe in the power of vitamins, like taking supplements and all of that, because I feel like it doesn't stay, it just gets flushed.
Yeah.
So I never been a big girl, but I've been in deficiency in my life because of veganism many times, you know. So I was like, that is so cool. But you know, it stayed like that, just an idea floating around, and I didn't do any research about it. It was not available in Mexico back then, so
Yeah.
I was just like and uh when I came back here in April, I saw Jana. Oh no, I heard the same thing with Ashley on her podcast. And I think no, she was in Mexico. No, I was in Mexico. So I'm walking down the street, I'm listening to one of her podcasts, and she was doing an interview with her the Dimitra.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was doing an interview, a podcast with Dimitra, and then she was explaining about the Healy and the community and all of that. And then at the end, she's like, "Okay, we're gonna send a chakra frequency to everyone." And I'm walking down the street with my dog, with, you know, I'm going to do a past life regression to a client, and
Nice.
I'm listening to the earphones, and suddenly she starts sending those frequencies, and suddenly I had to stop in the middle of the street, and I put my hands on my heart, and I closed my eyes, and I didn't care about what was happening around me. I was just like, "Man, I can't move. I need to get that thing in." It was so powerful. And I was just like, "Whoa, frequency through a podcast, and now I'm getting it through my phone. Holy moly, that thing is really powerful."
Yeah.
So when I came back here in April, um, Jana Romer shared on Instagram one day, and I was just like, "Oh, Jana, oh, looks like if she's doing it, I'm gonna get on board with it." So I contacted her, and yeah, joined in, and yeah, it's been for me. For me, at the beginning, I didn't really know why I was getting it, but really fast, really short period after I got it, because I really had a full body, yes, but I didn't know why. But actually, I was praying for it, and I didn't know I was praying for that until I started using it. Because traveling in my van, and for me, it's all about that. It's all about living, always traveling. Like, I love that lifestyle. And I was looking for a business that I can do from my computer. Since my first travel in India, I was like, I need to keep on traveling, but I need money to come in. And I don't have always a reliable web internet and stuff. So I just wanted to make sure that it needs to be on my own term and like my own schedule. And when I started using it, I went into shadow work. Holy moly. Oh, it was like opening the Pandora's box. And then suddenly I was just like, but this was my little shadow work buddy. Release, release, release. Nervous system, everything was just being recalibrated. My entire, like all the 7 layers of my body was just getting the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, the energetics, the psychological, all of the layers of my body, the astral, was all getting back into alignment, into coherence, just into like I guess my original blueprint, my why. And why is my soul here on this planet in this skin suit? Why am I here? And this is what Healy was doing. But at the beginning, it was a bit painful. I was like, holy. But I'm so, 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 so glad that I brought that into my life. And then the business, and like you say, the community, it's like we just had a 40, right now we're doing a 44-day days to freedom training, a container training, and we just had the call earlier today, and I'm just on fire right now. It's tools about like everything about how to start your business, how to develop your business, how to like share with others about Healy, and like bringing self-confidence into what you're doing, and like just and the community, you can always ask questions. You can, there's so much, everybody's so generous with everyone. So now it's going so well that we're leaving Montreal and we're moving permanently to Mexico between Christmas and New Year's.
Wow, congratulations.
I have to come back. My dog needs to go pee-pee. But tell me more. Okay, tell me why you love the coil so much.
Okay. Well, because it's easy, it's wireless, it's like this little, I'll take it out. The other side. So there's like coil inside there, and you just plug it in the little holes there, and like that energy just goes in circle into it, and it creates like a magnetic field, if I'm not mistaken. And so it's not the same thing as, let's say, the wires or the electrodes. And as this is going into this on the cellular level, like physically, and this is going like in the like energy field, in the quantum more. But so it's like it's different. You can't say that you use just one or just the other, because I feel like both are complementary. Like they they go with each other. Like if you want to work on the physical, use the wristbands or the electrodes to be like specifically like on a like close to a pain point, not necessarily like on it, because I don't think it's recommended. But and like the coil, it's more like, I don't know, I use it because it is easier like when you're doing some tasks in the home, or if you're going to the grocery store and you want to use like a protection frequency, or just something to like keep your heart open or whatever. And it's just, yeah, it really, it's so multi-purpose, and like there's like so many possibilities. And now we haven't even talked about like the other possibilities with like the other app, but
So yeah, do you want to keep going, and do you want to chat a little bit about the other app
Sure.
and what the other can do?
Sure. It's well, we all call it the blue app, but it's the Heal Analyze Advise. No, Heal Advisor Analyze app. Too many A's. And for the like Resonance Plus, like that, those are like the additions, like the model of the Healy. It's the same physical device. It's just like the number of programs or program groups that you have in it. So like for the Resonance Plus, Resonance Plus and the Pro, you have the coaching app and the Aura app, the module, sorry. And like, this is amazing. It's like having your own coach without like paying for it, first of all. And second of all, it's like no filters, because like you don't have like, let's say you would come to me, like, or even like some people would come to you for like a past life regression, they'll still have your filter. Like whatever you are bringing the information, it's always with your filter. So with the Healy, it doesn't have any filter. It's like straight from the source, straight from the information field, So it's like it's a no BS policy, which is like, and sometimes like statements come out, like when, let's say with the coaching app, statements come out and you're like, really? And then like when you start to think about it and like do a little digging, like doing some shadow work around like, let's say that particular statement, and you're like, oh, I didn't even know like that was there, but it's there. And like there's like these letters and there's numbers which like indicates where it comes from, and like either like from your ancestors or from past lives or things like that. I mean, it's like fucking amazing. And so like that's like the coaching app. I just call it like that, but like it's a coaching analysis module. And like there's also like all of the Healy programs, even all of the Mag Healy programs, and like the Watch program, the Animal program, like all of Healy programs are in this app as well. And you can do like a resonance scan, which comes with the resonance module, edition and up, like Resonance Plus, and Pro. And with that, you can use the quantum sensor, and it will scan your information field and let you know, like suggest some programs that you're needing to harmonize your frequency at the moment. And so you can vibrate them from that app, which is really amazing. So you use it with like no attachment, just like the Healy on its own, and it really like vibrates it like in your energy field. And I think it's scalar waves, but I'm not sure, so I'm not gonna I'll have to verify that.
I'm not 100% sure of the name of the but
Yeah,
scalar wave or something.
Yeah,
And
I think so, but I'm not sure. So don't quote us. But
I've been loving, I don't know if you have an animal at home, but as you can see, I have Coco here, and Coco is Mexican, and she's been dealing with incontinence since she was nurtured,
oh
nurtured,
yeah, yeah.
nurtured to not have little babies.
Mm-hmm.
And she started having hormone imbalances. And that's what the vet told me, because when I got her, she already had it. And so the vet told me that it was frequent with female dog. Um, so, and I can give her some pills, some hormones and stuff, but I always refuse to do that kind of stuff. So when I got my Healy, I started doing, I know there's an animal kit that exists, and I didn't get it yet. But so what I do, like you just say, I start the Healy Animal Program, and every morning I do a little diagnose of like what's going on with her today. And there's hormone, there's sufferings, there's fear, there's so many different things, and they all come like in the most important and less important. And usually there's a diagnosis of like five different unbalances, and I just vibrate those. And normally I just do 38 seconds, like a little car booster. But I do it like 4 or 5 times a day. And at the end of the day, usually I scan again, and it has changed. Like if she had hormones at number 1, sometimes at the end of the day, like normal hormone will not even be there anymore, or it will be like at the lowest one. And yeah, it's really, I really love it. And I've just been geeking about it and loving it. And yeah, the coach and the Euroscan. And this weekend I did a group past life regression ceremony. And so what I did is the day before, I took a picture with my phone. I took a picture of the event picture, yeah, of the event. And then I used that on my coach. I put that picture, and I started a new client, and I put that picture, and then it asked me if there was an individual, a person, an animal, a group, or a place. So I put group, and then I put the intention that everyone coming to the event will receive great clarity, and like I really put some good vibrations into the focus. And then I vibrated that to the people who were coming to the ceremony the day after. That was on Friday night. I did that on Friday, and then the event was on Saturday. So everybody was just getting prepped. And then on the event, I had a beautiful altar, and then I ran for the entire 2 hours of the event. I ran the coach again to support everyone in their journey, and may they find clarity and understanding and healing. And it was really amazing. And the day after, and I'm doing that now for the next 2 weeks following the event, because normally in past life, the integration lasts 2 weeks, all like after the event. So now I'm running like 3 times a day. I'm running the coach, but for the but the statement now is for the integration. So it's supporting each and every one of the person who were there into integrating what they found out in the journey. So it's really, and there's so much magic, so many little spells we can do with the Healy.
I know. And like the aura analysis, it again, like with the quantum sensor, it scans your energy field, your auric field, and it gives you information on your chakras.
No. Go, go.
Yeah. So it gives you information on your chakras, and it lets you know, like in the moment that you did the scan, what chakras are out of alignment, and like you can vibrate that afterwards. So like there's like a focus intention of like my chakras are aligned or something like that, but you can modify it a bit like the coaching analysis. So that's like, there's like so many possibilities. And like you've mentioned, we have like a beautiful witch in our community, Annie Dalter, and oh my God, like the spells that she's making, like doing, creating clients with money, with elements, with places and things like that, and then like sending the frequency to her water, or like to herself. And I mean, that's just like infinite possibilities, like whatever your mind could create, or like your imagination, sorry, not your mind, but anyway, yeah. So it's really amazing.
Yeah, me too. I've been using it. I just wanna say that to everyone who is here right now on this live, if you have any questions for us, write it down in the comments, and we will answer those questions. And I don't know why your face is full. There's writing in your face, and I'm trying to take it out.
No, I don't
But
think you can. It's like it's done like that. It's all right. Don't worry.
your face is full of writing. I can't see your pretty face.
But it won't be like that. Like you won't see the writing in the replay, so it's all good.
The other day, I don't know if you ever have done that, but I asked a question to the coach. I asked the coach. I said, "What do you want from me?" And the answer was pretty powerful. It was just really, really like, I was like, wow, like, and oh, this thing actually works 100% with intention.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
intention for the Healy, it's like direction. It's like you jump in a taxi and you don't tell the driver where you're going. You're just gonna go around. Same thing for the coach, for the Healy. So if you don't put an intention into it, the Healy doesn't have any direction. So yeah. So intention is really, really the gas and the direction in and water as well. Like we are all really well hydrated. Everybody who use Healy, we're all really hydrated and drink a lot of water and electrolytes, because water is like the road for the frequencies, especially when you're using like me, the microcurrent. Like I don't know, I don't have a coil, so is it the same thing with the coil? Do you know if it's if you need to drink water?
Oh yeah, with any program, and even like with the Blue app, you need to drink water, because we are like made up of like energy, electricity, and like for, like you said, for the information to travel, we have to be well hydrated. Otherwise, I mean, it's gonna get somewhere. It's just maybe not gonna be as potent as
And
it could be.
and the effectivity, the effect will not be as potent, I think.
Yeah, I think
And
so.
I want to I didn't do that at the beginning, but I should maybe have doing a disclaimer saying that we're not scientists here, and it's all her own opinion and our own experience with the Healy, and everybody has their own experiences, and we're not scientists either. So if you want to know more about this and you have questions and all of that, get in touch with us, and we will tell you more, and we will connect you with the right information.
Yeah.
And if we don't know it, we're gonna find out
Exactly.
where we're gonna get
from the person that created them. You know, or like, yeah, from the
from
what's the word?
our beautiful community. We can always find those answers. And so do you want to bring your little Maggie Lee into the picture and show me and show everyone? It looks like a fire detector.
I know.
A spaceship.
We should have like the what was the show, like the X-Files, I think. I don't know, like the song.
Like a flying saucer.
Exactly. And like the funny thing is, you put it on top of your water and you can activate your water or like inform it. And so that's really amazing. So that's one module or like group program for the Healy. I think like there's two Healys inside of the Healy. So it's really, really potent. And like, because like they are placed not on like the same direction, it creates like two, is it Taurus field? I don't know, like
Taurus field.
magnetic field, and like it creates two. So it like, anyway, I don't know
It's
a
actually,
lot, but yeah.
it's been created by Carolyn McMacken, who's been studying and working and experiencing with her clients about resonance. So that's what it is. And there's also two coil, I think, inside there. There's two coil and two Healys. So yeah, they work in different directions. So it creates, and I think it's 3 meters around the mag. That is,
I think it's 3 meters of like diameter, like I don't know how to, but it's like, I think it's radius 3, anyway.
So it's 3 meters all around the mag.
Yeah.
That is, and it works for the room, it works for home, it works for, you can use it, it gets warm, you can use it with your kids, it's safe, you can use it with animals, it's safe.
In your car, in your business, at work, like everywhere. In the bus, you know. Just have it in your bag and you'll be like having a lot of happy people around you. So there's like the classic programs, which I feel are more like you put the Healy on yourself. So let's say if there's something like for, I don't know.
Period cramp.
Yeah, but I think that is in the McMacken program. So, but same thing, like with the McMacken program, you put it on your body. So if it's something for the neck, you put it on your neck. So like with a scarf or something, you tie, like there's a beautiful mag bag that some lovely ladies, and I think Rachel was actually in on the design as well. So I mean, that's like very cool. And so yeah, so there's like the classic programs. After that, there's the atmosphere program, which you've mentioned, that are like for the whole room. And then there's the water activation programs.
The water is like a module, and then there's a different program for your water. So you can put love, you can put,
yeah.
What are the sub program of the water? I'm just curious.
I don't know them all, but
your favorite?
Well, the heart activation, yeah, for sure. I love that.
Activate your water with heart activation frequency, and then you drink the water, and then it just.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know, that's really amazing. And then there's the McMacken programs, which are from Carolyn McMacken, and those programs are to put on the body. And then there's the new module for the meridians that is coming out, like, I think November 20th. And like some people are lucky and testing it. And yeah, I have it in the Pink app, which is like just the Healy app, the meridians like programs, but I don't have the meridian module in the Blue app, which scans with the mag your meridians. I don't know if you've seen like Kirsten or Carrie, like I know they've shared some videos about like
it's really accurate. Like, yeah, yesterday Jana was just like, whoa. But why you didn't get it? I thought everybody was getting it.
No, I don't think so. I think it was like selected, if like some people were selected to try it because it was like in beta testing. And so I don't know. I've sent in a ticket, so we'll see.
It's like, hey, I want to try it too.
Yeah, I was like, please, sounds so cool.
And like we said earlier, we have acupuncturists and people who works with Chinese medicine in our family, and those people are saying how accurate and how amazing that program is. Like, it can be used professionally with your client and all of that. Like, yeah, it just add on to what's already, you know, the needle work. You can still do the needle work, but you run the mag with it, and like you get frequency added on top of the acupuncture. Really amazing.
It's just, I don't know, it's so complete. And I mean, I'm sure they're gonna create new programs as well for Healy, and like, because it's like a pretty new company. So I mean, it's already fucking amazing what we can do with these beautiful devices. And I don't know, I just think infinite possibilities.
And do you wanna? I need to go pee, so I'm just wanna. What do you want to talk? I just have to run to the bathroom. I don't want to stop it.
Sure.
Want to talk a little bit about the company, where it's made, and like a little bit about Mr. Marcus Schmicke?
I don't know much about him, but I know he's like, you go. I'll find something. He's a German scientist, and gosh, I'm not like 100% on all of the timelines and things like that, but he studied quantum physics, and yeah, so he wasn't really finding it, or I don't know how to say it, but anyway, he was finding more things than like his teachers in school and things like that. So he was like basically teaching his teachers, and so he decided, and then that's like the timeline, I'm not 100% sure, but he decided to become a monk. So he became a monk for 12 years. And so he got all of that like spiritual side and understanding of like the Akasha, like the information field, the quantum field. And he just like understood that it's all the fucking same. So, and yeah, so then he decided to create, I think it was the Time Waver, which is like a super big machine that professional uses. But
before that, can I just add a little thing that I really love? When he came back from India after living there as a Vedic monk for 12 years and wrote 25 books, he came back to Germany, and he met a really amazing amazing teacher, and I forgot his name because it's a German name and it's really hard to understand, to pronounce and to remember. But this scientist was pretty old, and but he had spent his entire life working on what Einstein has discovered, and this man made the discovery of how to connect with the fourth and the fifth dimension. There's actually a video of Marcus explaining it, and I was listening to it the other day, and I was just like, oh. So how to connect with the fourth and the fifth dimension. And this man he transferred that knowledge and that information to Marcus, and he made Marcus, he asked Marcus to make him a promise that he will use that information to do good in the world. Because I think if he could, like, it was such a powerful information, the scientific information, that he could have done tons of different things, but he got Marcus to make him a promise that he will use it to do good to into the world, like to help people. And then that's when he went on and started working on that, and he didn't have a clear plan, but all the people who had to come, all the scientific team that everybody who works with him, all the scientists that help him at the beginning developing all of that, they all came out of the blue. Like, nobody has applied with a resume, or he didn't go knock at anybody's door. It was just like introduced here and there. And Christian Helper, the money guy behind it, is a guy who made fortune with crypto, I think. But he wanted to use that money and invest it in a good way, soul aligned project. And he's really passionate. Both Marcus and Christian are passionate about astrology, so they met in an astrology conference. This is the guy who run the business. Like, you know, they're just really nerdy, but it's like that. Like, everybody's just connected with, everybody's in alignment. Like, I don't know if you were there the other day when Marcus guided us into a 20-minute meditation. Yeah, in his castle in Germany, because the company is based in a castle in Germany, and he was there and he guided us through a loving kindness meditation, sending love and to all in the world, you know. And I think it was just really, really, really cool. And this weekend we have Super Saturday. We have a full day on Saturday of meetings with like everybody at the head office and Christian, and yeah, it's such an amazing I never thought I will be joining that kind of company, that kind of business, you know.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time, it makes sense, you know. When I was working as a coach alone, I had to be the accountant, the marketing, the social media, you know, and you probably know that, you probably do the same thing. And it's exhausting, you know. You're doing wellness, holistic, spiritual work, and you're taking care of your client, but your immune system is tired. You're on stress, anxiety. Your nervous system is really, and at the end of the day, you just have a little bit of money, and you you spend so many hours of creating this and creating that, but it's that paradigm, the old paradigm of exchanging time for money. It's like, oh, I'm gonna work 5 hours for you, you're gonna pay me for 5 hours. So I have that money, that energy, because money is energy, and I have that with me. And then I go around and I pay my rent and all of that, you know. But if one day you're sick or your nervous system crash and you have, like, you go into depression, or if you have kids, your kids are sick, and or you just want to take time off, you want to go and enjoy a nice 5-day retreat, but you have to ask yourself, like, oh, can I afford it? So if I go do this 5-day retreat, am I going to be able to pay for my rent next month? You know? So, and do I have enough money saved? And all those questions all the time that are there when you're a self-employed. It's great because you don't have a boss, you don't have somebody telling you what to do, but it's really, really, really taxing on your health. And it doesn't make sense. It's not in alignment when you are working in the wellness field. So,
Yeah, because you have to be like your own structure. You have to know what structure you want to implement in your business, because if you don't have any structure, then your business would just be like yin. You need the yang, you know? So it's like if you only have one, because like you don't have, like, let's say a boss or like a schedule or something, then it doesn't work. You have to have both. So I feel like with Healy, we have like all of these amazing training containers. So I feel like that they give us a sense of structure, because like it's like each week we have like 2 to 3 days of calls, training calls, and yeah, they just, and like how they give the information is not like, oh, you will do this, like as if they were like bosses. That's so like we don't have any bosses. We're on our own schedule and time, but they give us like tools, they give us strategies, they give us structures and systems and things like that to help us.
sexy
Yeah,
systems.
exactly, to help us navigate this more easily and to figure out like what works for us. And like they give us like a whole bunch of each, so that we can like say, oh, that's something I like, no, that I don't really like, but this I really like. And to like create something for us, but that it's already there. And like the whole like evergreen um, program, like what they did with the Healy Hub and things like that, which is when you get like new members in your team, you just send them there, and like they have all of their questions answered, and like with videos and things like how to's and all of like this beautiful information that you don't have to use your time to re-explain over and over and over. Obviously, if they have questions, they're always welcome to like to ask them, and you know we'll always answer them. But like for the most part, like all of the information is there, everything is already done for us. So it's really like a plug and play. We just have to like bring ourselves and bring people in and like do the work, the shadow work and things like that, and show up and you know do things like that, collaborations, and I mean like spread the words, and yeah, like you've mentioned earlier, like sharing is caring. So I just feel like it takes the pressure off of having to like you mentioned, like doing like the accountability, doing this, doing that, because like we're receiving, and we don't even have like to buy stock of like the Healy. It's just like we're sending a link, like an affiliate link, and so like people buy from the link and we receive a commission, and like that's it. You know, like it's that simple.
Yeah. and you can just focus on your own, in your zone of genius. You know, some people in the business are amazing at coaching, or like, or and some others, like, yeah, you can just focus on where you are good at and just keep doing that. And personally, what I really love the process of enrolling. Like, you know, when someone joined the business, and like, first when they get their Healy, like, I will be there with them when they go through the website, because sometimes the website can crash because there's so many people trying to go in, and like the big sales and all of that. So I love to really make sure that people know that I'm there, and I can be on the Zoom with them, or on the phone with them, while they are going through the process of just purchasing. And then after the purchase, like, as soon as they receive their Healy, like, they already know what to do with it, where to start. And yeah, like, I like to do a little call with them when they receive and when they unpack it. So that way, because I remember when I received mine, I was like, okay, I got it, but how does it work? What's the app? And then I'm happy, like, my my mentor was there to support me along the way. But yeah, it's really, really, like, you're like, oh, okay, what's that, and where do I start? Which program do I start with? Because, you know, if you get the model, the pro model, it's like, you're like an elephant in like a porcelain shop, or something. I don't know. It's just like, so it can be really overwhelming. It can be really overwhelming. And you want to start using the coach and the aura analysis and all of that. But, you know, it's like, first get your body used to receive frequency.
Yeah.
Because yeah, so that way your body acclimate.
Acclimatate. I don't know. Acclimatize?
I'm sure everybody knows what we're talking about. Totally get used to receiving frequency. Because if you never had that, like, you start the Healy, and you're like, you're gonna be lifting up your cushion, you know. It's gonna be, it can be really powerful. And like, how to adjust the intensity, and like, when you use the, because this is the microcurrent, but when you use the microcurrent, it goes straight in. And sometimes if you crank it up too much, like, you're buzzing. And at the beginning, I burned my skin, you know. I was just like, it was like, ow. And yeah, it was just like, I put it too high. And like, my skin, just like, I had a little red thing on my skin. I was just like, oh, okay, I have to really be careful with the intensity.
Yeah, they say go slow and low.
Low and slow.
Yeah.
That's the one. I'm gonna keep that one. So I think we're pretty good. We're pretty good with sharing about Healy. I would love to finish with a meditation. I would like to guide everyone into a metta meditation. So if you guys can get into a comfortable seat, we're just gonna do a 5 minutes. We're not gonna go crazy, like, but I will say go into have a seat, have a comfortable seat. You don't have to be sitting on the floor, you know. If you're not comfortable sitting on the floor, don't sit on the floor, sit in a chair. Sit with your back straight and make yourself comfortable, you know. Make sure you don't fall asleep. Like, so what I usually suggest to my student is sit down and make sure your spine is straight. Your spine is erected, you know. So your sit bones should be really anchored into the ground. and then your spine is straight. So that way you're anchored into Mother Earth, and then your spine goes and connects to source. So let's close our eyes. Close your eyes. And connect with your breath. Your natural breath. And breathe in through your nostrils. And exhale through your nostrils. Observe your breath. Observe your natural breath. The breath going in and the breath coming out. Observe it as it is. If the breath is shallow, it is. If the breath is deep, it is deep. Don't change it. Observe it as it is. Bring your breath into your heart. Bring your hands on your heart. And with each breath, feel your heart getting bigger and bigger, wider and wider and wider. Feel your heart expanding. Expanding your entire body. Bring love. Feel love into your heart. This powerful frequency. Love for all. Pure, unconditional love. The way you love yourself. Love everything else the same way. Reflect the love you have for yourself into the rest of the world. Make love your personal frequency. Stay with your breath. Expand love into your heart. Expand love into your whole chest. Expand love into your entire upper body, into your arms, your hands. Bring love into your pelvis, your hips. Bring loves into your legs, your thighs, knees, lower legs, feet, all 10 toes. Fill your entire body with love frequency. Bring love into your shoulders, your neck, the back of your head, your jaw, cheeks, eyes, forehead, nose and lips. Bring love into your entire head. Now feel that love into your entire body, your being. Fill yourself with love frequency and radiate those frequencies outside of you. Fill up the room you're in. Your entire house. Bring that love frequency into the garden, your street, your town. Frequency, love frequency into your city. Bring love frequency into your province or your state. The continent you live on. Spread that love frequency all in the ocean and in the entire planet, the world. Vibrate love frequency from your heart all the way, all around the world. May all beings be happy. May all beings be free. May all beings be liberated from their miseries. May all beings experience peace, love, joy. May all beings be happy, be happy, be happy. we're gonna close our conversation on this note. Thank you, Ariane, for joining me here today.
Thank you so much for inviting me. And Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace.
Thank you to everyone who joined us for this live, for this first conversation with Mehta IG Live. Stay aware for next week. I have some other surprises, and if you're watching the replay, thank you. And if you have any questions, any thoughts, any concerns, we are both here being of service. So we're here to answer all your beautiful questions and inquiries. Reach out to me or to Ariane, and yeah, it will be her honor to connect with you. And even if you don't have questions, just connect, just for this, just for the energy of connecting with other people, because it's just, I just think it's so beautiful, and we should be connecting more and more and more with other people. So thank you, everyone. Let's put a little emoji.
Yes, definitely connecting and having magical conversations like we did. It really lights me up. So please, please reach out and let's chat.
And give a, I don't know if you follow Ariane, but give her a follow, because she also do those little live chat with different people. So you will get some golden nuggets with her as well. And yeah, I hope to stay connected with you guys. And thank you again. Namaste, namaste for everyone. And the light in my heart sees the light in your heart.
Thank you so much again. Thank you.
From Coco and I. Coco, do you want to come and say bye-bye? Bien. Up. See? See? From Coco and I, we say goodbye, guys, and see you next time. Merci, Ariane. Je t'aime.
Moi aussi, je t'aime. Merci. Bye.
Bye.